Hello, today I'm going to go over how my group, the Jitters, made their ideal cup of coffee. This is the process we're going to be following today, and we start off with weighing our green coffee beans. Today we chose the Nicaragua beans, and we're weighing about 120 grams of just the green beans. Step 2 was boiling our water. We boiled a full kettle, which used around 0.16 kilowatts per hour, and we set it to 94 degrees Celsius. Step 3 was to roast our beans in the roaster. We set it to 888, and we used 0.21 kilowatts per hour in energy. And of course, always make sure that your coffee beans are actually moving in your roaster to avoid burning your beans. And here you can see our roaster and kettle boiling and roasting simultaneously to save time. After the roast is done, we weigh the mass of the roasted beans, and we ended up getting 95 grams after roasting the beans. In total, we lost 25 grams. And don't forget to get rid of your chaff. And now that we have these values, you can see our calculations for energy to roast per gram of roasted bean. Now we are going to grind 22 grams of our roasted coffee beans at grind size 20. On the screen, you can see our calculations for energy per gram used. And now we are ready for step 6, preparing our clever dripper for brewing. Set your paper filter into the clever dripper and pour your grinded coffee beans into the paper filter. Now, in order to see how much water you're pouring into your clever dripper, place it on the scale and press tare, so it's at 0.0 grams. Now, pour your 484 grams of water due to your brew ratio, 44, and pour in circles to soak every part of your dried grinded beans. Once you're done, make sure to place the lid on top of the clever dripper and wait 5 minutes before you extract. This is your extraction time. And while you wait, measure the mass of the empty cup you will use to extract in order to get the mass of your brewed coffee. Once the timer is up, place your clever dripper on top of the cup you just weighed and let it pour out. And because we put so much water into it, feel free to use a second cup to avoid overfilling your first cup. And while you are extracting, make sure to get a wooden stir rod to get consistency throughout your whole brew. And now we're going to weigh the cups with the coffee in them. And because we're going to have 2 brews, you might end up with 4 separate cups you need to weigh. After you get your total weighed masses, you will subtract the mass of the empty cups to get your total coffee brewed value. And for step 10, we are going to measure the TDS, so get a really small sample of your brewed coffee. And now we have all the values we need to measure percent extraction, or PE, as seen on the screen. Our value was 16.55. We are almost done. For step 12, you're going to pour your brewed coffee into your bigger container. And we are going to repeat steps 6 through 12 in order to fill up the desired container and have the desired brewed coffee grams. And finally, pour and enjoy. On the screen, you can see our taste scores, our final scores, and our sensory evaluations. In terms of what we would improve, next time we would use less water, which would then decrease our brew ratio, which we think will improve the body, the flavor, and the balance. And to recap, here are all of our calculations. This is energy to roast per gram per roasted bean, energy per gram times total grams used, and now we have the brewed coffee without the cups, and then we have our total energy used, which is 0.35 kilowatts per hour, our brew ratio, which we decided on 22, and our PE. And that is how we made our ideal cup of coffee by the Jitters. I am Andrea, my lab partners are Jennifer and Michelle, and we are in section A11. Thank you for watching.